You know, we obsess over so much in cycling: watts, aerodynamics, weight. We track it all, chasing every possible marginal gain. And then we go out and just guess on our tire pressure. But what if that guess is costing you 5 to 10 watts on every single ride? The new Zipp 303 SW wheel set has a built-in tire pressure sensor to help you dial in each ride to find your optimal efficiency for real-world riding conditions. But I think you also have to ask yourself here, in the ever-growing pool of captured data, how do we apply the findings? That's the real test. It's not whether the tech is cool, it's whether it actually changes the way that you ride. And in this video, I'll break down how it fits into the broader 303 SW platform, what it's actually like to use day in and day out, and who I think that this wheel set is made for. The 303 SW is Zipp's latest take on a modern wheel set. It's built not just for road, but for all road as well as some gravel. It's a 700C hookless wheel set that's 40 millimeters deep front and rear with a 25 millimeter internal and 33 millimeter external width. It's not super deep, but it's still aero conscious, especially when paired with 30 to 35 millimeter tires. These wheels use the updated ZR1 hubs, which are purpose built with durability in mind. They're compatible with SRAM, XDR, or Shimano drivers right out of the box, with Campy available separately. It has Zipp's new fully integrated AXS wheel sensor, and it works with both tubeless setups and the included tube with the special threaded valve. The wheel sensors weigh around 20 grams each, and the entire wheel set comes in with a total weight of 1,440 grams. And if you're thinking, cool, it measures tire pressure, but does that matter? Well, that's a fair question. See, tire pressure isn't just a comfort setting, it's a performance variable. Studies have shown that riding 5 to 10 psi too high or too low can cost you 5 to 15 watts in rolling resistance and vibration loss. It might be the low-hanging fruit in your quest for greater performance. Zipp has also found that running a 35 millimeter Goodyear Vector RSW tire over the 30 millimeter version of the same tire results in just a 1 watt penalty in aero drag. That's essentially nothing, especially when you factor in the added comfort and confidence of a bigger tire, if your bike has clearance for it. So yeah, getting tire pressure right matters, and this system helps take the guesswork out of it. For me, it's become part of my riding routine. Instead of pumping up my tires each morning, I simply spin the wheels to wake up the system, looking for that green light indicating that my tire pressure is within the predetermined range. No gauge, no guesswork. It's also been a big help in the middle of a ride. If I ever hit a bump or hit something and I feel like one of my tires is losing air, I just check the tire pressure field on my head unit at the next stoplight. And post-ride, the AXS app logs pressure across the ride. That's helped me spot trends, pressures where maybe I felt faster, smoother, or more consistent over the course of a long route. So is it useful? I mean, absolutely, especially if you're already used to tracking data like power, heart rate, and cadence. It's just one more way to hone in on your personal efficiency. So how do the 303 SWs actually ride? Now, I've been running them with the 30 millimeter Goodyear Vector R Z30 SW tires. They're tubeless, and I've been riding them most on the road, and look, they perform as advertised. The 25 millimeter internal and 33 millimeter external rim widths create a clean tire interface with these 30 millimeter tires supplied by Zipp. I'm also tempted to go full adventure mode and throw a set of 40 millimeter Goodyear Vector R Explorer tires on these and ride them on the Moots Route CRD. The ZR1 Hub feels smooth, it's quiet, and the engagement's pretty solid. They don't call attention to themselves, which kind of is exactly what you want. Whether I was coasting or sweating up climbs, everything felt responsive without any fuss. At 1,440 grams, the 303 SWs aren't the lightest wheels in the lineup. They're also not the fastest wheels, but then again, they're also not the most expensive, and they're not the most fragile wheels. If they were a group set, I think they'd be in line with the Force group set, which in my opinion is a great place to be, and it's probably the tier that most of us should be riding. They're a workhorse wheel set, versatile, dependable, and built for how people and the modern road rider actually ride. Setup on these wheels was straightforward, but there are a few things to note. For sealant, you'll need to use the Zipp supplied injector, which bypasses a sensor and prevents it from being flooded or damaged. It's a small but important detail. And one other small detail I didn't want to skip over is the included tube. It's designed specifically to work with the AXS wheel sensor. So if you're not running tubeless, or if you flat mid-ride and need to toss a tube in, you can still get full sensor functionality. Pairing is super easy. The sensor connects directly to the SRAM AXS app, and it also connects directly with your Garmin, your Wahoo, and your Hammerhead, so you can monitor pressure live on your computer. The sensor itself has an LED indicator. A green light means your tire pressure is within the predetermined range. Now, a slow red flash means that your tire pressure is too low. And if you have a fast red flash, well, that means that your tire pressure is too high. And it's also worth mentioning that Zipp includes a lifetime warranty on these wheels. It's not just against manufacturing defects, but also for any structural damage that happens while riding. So with all of this information, who is this wheel set for? Well, I think it's for riders who want one wheel setup to cover a lot of ground. Fast road group rides, bad pavement, light gravel, fondos, big training days, or routes with a little bit of everything. The 40mm depth and internal and external widths are built for modern road and light gravel riding. This is your wheel set that wears multiple hats. It's ready to pull double and triple duty as you swap tires from 30mm to 38 to 42mm for those gravel or mixed terrain days. I found the AXS wheel sensor to be genuinely helpful. It's one of the few bike tech upgrades that if used right, it actually improves your cycling experience. And most importantly, the more that I ride them, the less that I think about them. I'm not concerned about my wheels at all. I'm just focused on riding, and that might be one of the best compliments that I can give a wheel set. Anyways, how would you use a tire pressure sensor like this? Drop me a comment and let me know what pressure you're running and on which tires. As always, thanks a ton for watching, and huge thanks to Zipp for letting me try these wheels. Until next time.